Welcome to Policing TV and welcome back to Rachel Tuffin, the Interim Director for the Centre for Police Productivity at the UK's College of Policing. Rachel, continuing our short videos focusing on the work of the college and your particular area, we're now going to move into research. So we've got three overviews here. The first related to sharing and neighbourhood alert. This second one is to do with research, and you have a particular theme in mind for explaining a little bit more about the research side of things. So tell us about that, if you would.
Yeah. So this next bit of the pipeline is where we've shared interesting things. Then it's about saying, right, which ones do we pick out for evaluation? And to make sure that these are things that we might want to implement nationally. And the example I was going to talk about here was video response. So that's been a fascinating journey in policing. So goes back to the perhaps the best original evidence. This was Stacey Rothwell's study on domestic abuse originally, so providing video response to domestic abuse. And a master's colleague of hers in that was Kent Police, in Dorset Police, spotted this and thought, oh, this looks fascinating. I wonder if I could use video response for a broader sample of calls from the public. So basically speed up response and improve investigation quality. So great, I'm gonna test it. So Stu Gates, his name was, tested that in Dorset, and we spotted that one, and Dorset also brought it to our attention. Randomised control trial in both cases, so in the domestic abuse one and with this wider one. So we were, okay, brilliant. So now what we want to do is do a repeat test of that in another force, so we can show that this is actually, it's not just in Dorset, that this is actually something that can work in another force too. And we also wanted to try out a new way of providing a bit more support to forces. I've talked a little bit about this in a previous slot. So, the detail. So exactly how do you go about doing this? And can the people from the previous pilot or the previous test come and do some actual support on the ground? So maybe some training, maybe helping with some analysis, but some things that actually in practical terms help the force that's trying to do it next. So we did that with Avon and Somerset. They did a fantastic job of testing in their force, and lots of terrific support from the Dorset team, and really good results around speeding up response, investigation quality, and others. And so that gives us a really solid kind of set of results, which we will now go on to recommend in terms of national rollout. And the best thing I think as well here is that because we've now tried it on a wider sample, so that's not immediate response, but just video response, we've also got the fantastic results for domestic abuse for immediate response, where it's straight to the victim. We're working together with that rapid video response team to start to put together a package of how to do video response best. And we'll provide that implementation support working together. So that's what I'm also loving about this work, is the opportunity to be really collaborative across teams and think most about what can we do to provide the best possible support to forces. So there we're working with the digital public contact team from National Police Chiefs Council. So yeah,
Fascinating area of video response. Instinctively, I can see why it has worked and is working so well in areas of domestic violence, domestic abuse, and I can also see the potential for many other areas. So great to see that. I think you said Kent started, then Dorset picked up, Avon and Somerset. So strong indications of many forces now working away on this. So an area where we'll very much look forward to Policing TV and Policing Insight learning more about the works that is going on. But for this particular video, Rachel, thank you once again.
Thanks, Bernard.